There's a period of time where we know we're starting to be recorded, but we're not sure. We haven't really started. And then we go into a different mode of conversation.
It's like pressure's on.
Pressure's on, but it may not have started yet.
Right.
So it's self-aware, but still casual.
Even as we're speaking right now, we're not sure.
This is the spot.
This is it.
This is it right here.
Okay, so let's start.
I'm not recording. Just kidding.
Perfection.
Hey, hi, welcome to my favorite murder, the mini-sode.
The mini-sode that gets you through this week, as last week, it's flipped. So we are doing Unqualified with Anna Faris. Special, it's the second part. We did Tuesday. Now it's Thursday. You're getting your Minnesota. Don't get used to this.
Yeah.
It's not going to stay like this.
Understandable that it's been confusing. We love you guys for sticking through it.
It's hard. It's not the hardest thing you're ever going to go through.
We hope. Well, no, I hope it is.
We hope it's the hardest thing you're ever going to go through. It's not going to be.
Yeah. And then really, do you want to live your life like that? No. You need challenges.
Challenges are what make you great.
Yeah.
Are what make you talented.
What gives you the knowledge that you can withstand anything.
That's right. And a kind of inner wisdom.
Yeah.
God, you're welcome.
God. It'll teach you about God.
It teaches you all about the Lord.
You know, a friend.
I just need people to know, for those of you who were contacting me, and this is the story I told last week about my dogs getting out of my gate. Yes, my dogs are chipped. Yes, my dogs are chipped.
Asking you that?
Yes, people, I think they just get concerned. People are like, are we dealing with a person who doesn't understand how to have dogs?
In this day and age.
They did get out 3 times.
So kind of.
They weren't totally out of bounds. Still, I want to be defensive and say, yeah, my fucking dogs are chipped.
Okay.
And I've now written Georgia's name and my phone number on her collar.
Oh, I thought you put my name and phone number on your dog's collar. Georgia's name. I was like, what?
So they'll get a hold of you. I think it's the best way because I'm almost always here recording this podcast with you.
I just get a call. What if you never told me that? I get a call and they're like, hey, your dogs are out. I'm like, I don't know. And they like describe them to me and I'm like,
they're yelling at you.
How do you know my... Yes, they're chipped.
Yes, they're chipped.
Fuck, that's funny. I want to have a corrections corner real quick and say that I will never eat food in the microphone again. Then I apologize.
Did you do that?
Like not last week, the week before when we had the burgers.
Oh, you ate right into the microphone?
I didn't know. I thought Steven was going to fucking edit that out. But then I realized I was talking in a way that was like, you couldn't edit. I was like saying a thing that was important.
Okay, I want to say this. I apologize to you for putting a time crunch onto a recording where there were people who messaged us and they were like, are you guys okay? Because we were talking so fast, trying to get done by like 10:30 or whatever.
Yeah. And yet the episode was still an hour and 45 minutes long.
Yes, we can't do this quickly. Like I'll never even attempt again, but it made me laugh really hard.
Did we? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, that's what, some people said.
We just did a live reading of our new tour dates. Can I read a tweet really quickly?
Sure.
That I thought was hilarious. A girl named Allie, 2 L's, 2 E's, wrote, me, yay, my favorite murder is doing a show nearby on October 14th. Fiance, that's our wedding day. You will be busy.
Oh shit.
I almost scheduled a dentist appointment on my wedding day. Like a month before. I was like, yeah, okay, let's shoot March 5th. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm not free that day.
And I wrote it in my calendar. Wedding. And I was like, oh, no, I have something oh, it's my wedding.
Yeah, I have something that day.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to cancel it. I'll be here. So yeah, this is where we read your stories of your hometown murders that you remember from your childhood, from your mom's childhood.
Maybe you're just making it up.
Maybe you made it up.
We don't care.
And we're going to read them to you. And we had a couple good ones this week. I'm excited.
Yeah, Stephen really did his due diligence.
He did.
Which we expect from Stephen. We always get from Stephen. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm still grateful for it. Yeah, I just like to say.
That's his one job. And he fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
His due diligence.
Stephen's all about due diligence.
Steven has a million jobs with us.
Yeah.
But the number one is due diligence.
I want to go into much more specific task assignment to Stephen, like figure out bill pay for every bill in my life. I want to do things like that to Stephen where I'm like, well, I've never been able to figure it out. Why don't you do it?
Do you know my dad offered to do my bookkeeping?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because I'll tell you later.
Wait, is that what he does for a living?
No. He
then
dads.
you have to say no.
He dads for a living.
He's just a dad.
He's just a dad.
Dad's around.
I was like, I can't do it. I messaged my accountant and I was like, I was to spend more money and throw money at IRS. I can't do this. Because I call him IRS. And he's like, well, why don't I come over one day and I'll take care of your book. We'll do it together. Which is like when I was a kid, he had to like give me flashcards and teach me. And
So he's a good teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
smart. He has OCD.
He knows his shit.
Yeah.
See, my dad, I can't ask him to help me do anything because the yelling starts within 45 seconds where it's like, how come you don't know? It's since I was a small child. It's the reason I am the way I am.
And then you start yelling back at him.
Yes, because
I don't know.
you like ask one question in an algebra book where you'd be like, so, and then my dad would go, hold on. Yeah, this new math. And he'd start reading the book. And I'd be like, forget it. I'll just figure it out
That's
myself.
me. I'm just going to do it myself.
I'll just do it myself.
I hate that when you do ask someone a question and they don't know the answer instead of like saying, I don't know. Or I could look at it. They just start, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to.
I'm not asking you to go do your own fucking errand with my problem.
Even like, do you know how to spell this word? And they're like, let me look it up. And like, you know what? I can look it up myself. I just wanted to know if you know how to put your phone down, Vince.
I wanted it the fastest way. The fastest, most human way.
Right. Wow. That was a tangent.
God damn. We're
got
pissed.
Real angry.
No, we're fucking pissed.
Listen.
Look
and listen.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
My Cocker Spaniel saved me from getting kidnapped.
Yay.
Hello, MFM family. Nice. This is Saint.
Great.
Love your podcast. We'll get right to the point because I'm a professor and school's about to start and life is chaos.
I love this person.
Hell yeah. Okay, when I was a kid, I had a Cocker Spaniel, Sassy.
Sassy. Oh, that is such a kid's dog's name. Let's say I'm Sassy.
Did you used to get Sassy magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I knew it, but didn't get it.
Sassy magazine was, they had like, they used to have Teen Vogue or some teen version of a fashion magazine, and then they got rid of it and they put out Sassy, and it was like the 90s-est,
amazing, like
most real Gen X.
Kurt and Courtney were on the cover of
Yes.
it. Like it was so badass.
It was really. Look up old. I was gonna say episodes of it because it's really good. Anyhow. Sassy, who was scared of a lot of things.
Sad.
She would pee on herself when people came to the door.
Oh, God, I do that too. Can you imagine?
Or if anyone tried to pet her when we were out on a walk. Maybe she just had to pee all the time. Generally, she found people that weren't my family terrifying. I've always been interested in animals. Turned that passion into a career. I'm a psychologist who studies how animals think and reason. And now I have the best job ever. Yes, you do.
Holy shit. Come over and talk to Elvis. My God.
I mean, is this a person that's like watching videos of apes using tools and shit?
They don't want to talk to my cats, you mean?
Oh, I mean,
real shit.
No, not comparatively. No, that's just the first thing I think. Did you see that the video? It was a viral video of some kind of an ape or chimpanzee that was using a stick and fire to roast marshmallows.
No.
It's the greatest.
I thought you were going to say the gorilla who's in the kiddie pool and turning around and dancing and going crazy. Did you see? It really shows how they think.
They really think I gotta dance.
Yeah.
Okay. I play games with dogs for science. Oh, I didn't. I should have finished that. So I would take our dogs. We had another one who isn't in this story, but she was awesome too. To the field at the school about a block from our house to work on their obedience training. One day I was there with Sassy, and this guy approached me and tried to talk to me. He didn't get very close because as soon as he came near me, nervous little Sassy went nuts. She started barking and growling and lunging at this guy. This was a dog who usually peed herself and hid behind me when she saw a stranger. And here she was going on the attack. The guy walked away, and I felt kind of bad that she'd acted that way. Innocent little me thought that he was maybe trying to ask for directions or something. Yeah, adults Don't ask kids for help. That was in parentheses. The next day, I was at the grocery store with my dad and saw sketches of the same guy posted on the community announcements board at the front of the store.
No.
Apparently, he had been trying to lure kids away from schools in the area, and police were trying to find him. I told my dad, and a few days later, they reported on the evening news that he had been arrested. From then on, I've always trusted my dog's instincts more than my own.
Yeah.
I think everyone is great until proven otherwise. And it has served me well on more than one occasion. On a happy note, my fiance and I met through our dogs. We were both looking to rent houses that were big, dog friendly, and kept running into each other at the same rental houses.
Oh.
That's the most precious meet cute I've ever heard. Hi. Oh my God, it's you again.
Oh, you're looking to... What'd you think of the last one? Kind of gross, right?
And I mean, it did smell.
It smelled terrible.
It was crazy. Do you like wallpaper?
I
do
love
too.
wallpaper.
Oh my God, I love wallpaper of dogs. Sorry. And our dogs are going to be the maid of honor and best man at our wedding next summer.
Oh my God.
And then
these are the best human beings that have ever existed.
in parentheses, she wrote, "Yep, we're those people. Stay sexy, don't get murdered, and always trust your dog, Ellen."
I love it. I was
my
always bummed that
God.
Elvis and Mimi couldn't be in the wedding. Can you imagine? I just let them loose.
They're just wandering around, licking stuff.
They're serving hors d'oeuvres. No, I wanted them to work in the wedding because it was
Cater waiter?
expensive. Yeah.
just right.
What if they were the bartenders?
Oh my God, just like little gin and tonics on their backs?
Oh! Well, kitties. Okay. That was amazing. Mm-hmm. Those are very sweet people.
I love it.
What was her name? I'm sorry.
Ellen.
Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. All right.
Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, this one. Ooh, this is a doozy. This is called I Thought She Moved Away.
Oh, what?
Yeah. First off, let me say that all caps. I love these podcasts so much. Sorry.
Just all of them in general? I do too. Yeah. They're so fun.
She sent this to everyone. She sent this to, what's another podcast?
To the president of podcasting.
This American Live. She sent this to.
I love these podcasts. Keep it up.
It is exactly what I wanted, and I didn't even know I had been looking for it. I have generalized anxiety. Yay. And I have spent my life imagining worst case scenarios. Me too.
Yeah.
It both frightens and entertains me. You awesome ladies cracking jokes and talking about murder are the best. Anyway, okay. So when I was about 6 in 1992, my family lived for a couple years in Dalzell, South Carolina. Dalzell.
You got it?
Dalzell. It's about 15 minutes. And then she says it's this place. It's about 15 minutes from Sumter, South Carolina. I don't know where that is either. Like
you nailed that one though.
Sumter? That's got to be.
Sure.
Right. We lived in a trailer park, but it was a well-built one. Honey, I was not going to talk shit on trailer parks. I love them.
No shame. No
with
shame.
neat yards and fairly new mobile homes. Across the street from me lived a little girl about my age named Virginia. Yeah. I would go over to her house sometimes and play, and we became pretty good friends. Sidebar, I was a shy kid and got made fun of a lot, so having a friend was not the norm for me at that point. Aw. She moved away unexpectedly, and we didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Uh-oh.
I always felt like it was somehow my fault that she left without saying goodbye.
Oh.
Double uh-oh. I guess that's uh-oh.
That's
Anyway, cut to about 11 or 12 years later, I'm watching an old home video my family made to send to my grandparents instead of a normal letter of our new home in South Carolina. No, we never sent it because I both farted and cursed on the tape.
Wow.
Youth. In the tape, I go inside for something, and it's just my dad and my brother, who was 12 or 13 at the time, sitting on the porch, recording nothing in general. My brother is shooting the neighborhood, then points out Virginia's house and zooms in saying, "You see that house? Somebody died in that house." His voice is full of miserable, puberty-ridden teenage glory. Then Dad says, "Dylan, hush, your sister's inside." Then I come out and we go about filming, nothing, etc.
What? So, okay.
You're just sitting there watching this video.
This is my dream. Like, you get to watch moments where you're not there.
Yeah.
Like, but that they're relevant to you somehow. Hopefully not too painfully.
Like someone talking shit on you.
Yeah. But like, you know, But this is the best because it's secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets you don't know.
So she's at this point like 18 years old watching this thing.
If you saw that in a movie, you'd be like, I doubt it.
Yeah. And who watches a video from way back? I don't know.
But also in that when those cameras first came out, remember it was just like people would record nothing for hours.
Yeah.
It'd be like, it's Christmas. And it'd be like 6 hours of the most boring shit.
Nobody knows how to edit yet.
No. Yeah.
There's no editing.
Or just kind of stop recording and wait for something good.
Well, I do that with, there's like 12 minutes of me just recording Elvis doing nothing because he had done something cute like a minute before.
Right. You want to recapture it somehow?
Yeah. This is about me. Okay. Go by plan. I, about 17 or 18 then, had apparently never seen this tape. I asked my mom about it and she told me that Virginia's mother had actually gone crazy, shot her daughter, then shot herself. Because I was so young and it was such a terrible event. They just told me she had moved away. So yeah, I've actually tried to find out some details about it, but I haven't had any luck. I don't remember their last name, the mother's name, and I assume she was divorced because I don't think I remember a dad being in the picture. Other than that, I have no other details besides the street name.
Wow.
Sam, thanks again for the amazing gift that is this podcast. Oh, so these podcasts, isn't it? Oh my God.
Sam, that story is haunting.
Yeah.
Creepy. I mean, that's kind of like perfection. And it's that thing of like through the filter of a little child's mind where it's kind of good they probably didn't tell her, except for then when you don't know the truth, your little child's brain fills in the detail.
It's her fault. She probably, you know, it's so weird. Do you have these events where you're like, oh, I've been stuck with this horrible thought of this thing happening for so long because I interpreted it wrong.
Yes.
And it's actually not the way I thought it was, like that kind of thing. Like someone, I'm trying to think if there was one where it was like, oh no, I was wrong about that the whole time. Well, whatever. I don't want to keep talking about
No, I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like that's what a lot of therapy is about. It's like, can you look on your past and instead of believing that what you think your life has been is just fact, it's actually your skewed perception from your angle of like fear and anxiety and, you know, like need to protect yourself.
Yeah. Did I tell you, can I say this really quickly? Because this was such a huge moment for me when Vince and I started going to a new therapist. He's amazing. Vince is amazing too, but I had this like narrative. Vince's mom died when he was like really young. His dad never remarried. My parents divorced when I was really young, never remarried. And my narrative was like, well, we need to go to therapy because we don't have an example of what a good marriage looks like and we don't know and blah, blah, blah. And the minute I said that to the therapist, he was like, Vince has a good idea of what a good marriage looks like. His dad wore his ring until he died and never got remarried and that was his wife and he was sticking with it. So Vince did have a good fucking image of what a good marriage was. And I was like, oh, I'm an asshole. I was totally wrong.
You're not an asshole. You just had your version of like you just had your perception of it and you couldn't have thought of it a different way because that wasn't your experience. But that's an amazing point.
So much from the way I think about my relationship with Vince now. It just was like, oh fuck, you're totally right. Isn't that weird?
It's weird, but that's also such a beautiful thought.
I'm so happy about it.
It's such a beautiful, lovely, like, I think things like that are hard to come up with yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's like somebody, you need a therapist, you need like a scientific kind of official person to tell you best case scenario. Because you won't trust it if you tell yourself.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, I'm lying to myself and I better tell myself worst case scenario so I'm more prepared. But like, that's the thing I love the best about my therapist. She'll be like, the first time she said it, she goes, when you get scared, she goes, when you get scared, you tell yourself very mean stories.
Ooh.
And I was like, what? And then it's like anytime I have social anxiety or I'm nervous about dating or any kind of thing, it's like, I will just go like, worst case scenario, here's what's happening. And so then I'm always just like,
and it has everything to do with you being a horrible, awful, nobody, monster. Right. So you tell yourself mean things about yourself.
Just so that I go like, oh, okay, I get what's happening here. I'm now going to not care. I have to cut myself off emotionally because it's the worst case.
And really you are in charge of the outcome because you did that.
Yes.
So like the outcome could have been totally different.
Oh girl, I've shut down. Well, why are we talking about this? Why are we always ready? The subject line of this one is my school janitor.
It's okay that we did that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, It's our podcast. You know what I think this is? This is a little touch of the unqualified with Anna Faris coming through. It's fun to talk about shit like that.
It is.
All right.
Okay. Karen, are you hiring?
Yes, I am.
Do you know where you're going to post your job to find the best candidate?
I was just going to go ahead and put it on the bulletin board down by the bus stop.
Karen, let me tell you about ZipRecruiter.
Okay.
Because you can post your job to 100 plus job sites with just one click there.
Ooh.
Then, Karen, sorry.
Yes. No, I just going to say that's going to take care of a lot of clicking.
Yep. Their powerful technology efficiently matches the right people to your job better than anyone else.
That's why ZipRecruiter is different. Unlike other job sites, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. In fact, over 80% of jobs posted on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just 24 hours.
So there's no juggling emails or calls to your office. Simply screen, rate, and manage candidates all in one place with ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use dashboard.
You find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by businesses of all sizes to find the most qualified job candidates with immediate results.
And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/favorite.
That's right. ZipRecruiter.com/favorite. One more time to try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com.
You got it.
Bye.
Bye.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Can I talk to you?
Please.
It's private.
Always. I'm here for you, Karen.
Okay, thank you. I just want to tell you about HelloFresh. It's a meal kit delivery service that makes cooking more fun so you can focus on the whole experience, not just the final plate, which is your obsession.
It is. And Karen, can I just tell you how much it means to me that you'd share that with me?
Really?
Something so private.
Oh, you're welcome.
Each week, Karen, HelloFresh creates new delicious recipes with step-by-step instructions designed to take around 30 minutes for everyone from novices to seasoned home cooks, short on time.
They had best put in step-by-step instructions, or I'm going to fucking burn that pork chop.
Step-by-step burn the house down.
Literally one of the instructions needs to be don't step away from the oven at any time. My friend was teaching me how to cook and I like wandered away and he was like, no. If you're frying something, you can't leave. HelloFresh sources the freshest ingredients measured to exact quantities needed so that there's no food waste.
What? I'm just picturing you wandering away from the stove.
Yeah, just start, putting some hot olive oil into a pan. And then, oh my God, TV.
HelloFresh employs 2 full-time registered dietitians on staff who review each recipe to ensure it's nutritionally balanced.
HelloFresh delivers food to your doorstep in a recyclable insulated box. That's neat.
Yeah, HelloFresh is now offering light summer meals and has just introduced breakfast options for less than $10 a meal.
Okay, so here's what you do. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
For $30 off your first week of HelloFresh, you have to visit HelloFresh.com, enter promo code MURDER30.
And then you get to start cooking. We've had these boxes delivered to our homes, and the food is really freaking good, and you seem like you know what you're doing and cooking well. And the food, it's awesome. You look like a fancy chef.
That's right.
So for $30 off your first week of HelloFresh, visit HelloFresh.com, promo code MURDER30, and start cooking. Put a chive on it.
Bye. Put a chive on it.
Karen?
Yes.
I think I'm a bad wife.
How come?
Because I bought Vince a Smile Direct Club impression to see if he is a good fit for invisible braces.
What? I think that makes you the best wife ever.
Okay. Doesn't mean I don't like the way he looks, right?
No, it actually shows that you're very comfortable with your relationship so that when his teeth are like super Hollywood perfect, that you're not threatened by that he's going to immediately land some lady.
Oh. Wait, I didn't even think about that.
Okay, well,
I'm returning those. Okay.
You need to ask me shit like this before you just go ordering stuff.
So Smile Direct Club, you can get started with an at-home impression kit that I bought for Vince for only $95, but this campaign offers half off of that. And it's covered by their Smile Guarantee. So if their aligners aren't a good fit for you, you get your money back. And with this special offer, you get 50% off that evaluation cost.
It's pretty nice. Smile Direct Club treatment is extremely affordable. The aligner treatment is 60% less than other brands or braces. You could save even more with insurance or FSA. Many dental insurance plans reimburse customers for a portion of the cost of invisible aligners. Smile Direct Club also accepts FSAs.
So basically, they straighten and brighten most smiles for 60% off less than other aligners or braces. No more embarrassing wires or brackets, and no more wasting money. And so for that 50% off the cost of their at-home impression kit, you go to SmileDirectClub.com and use the promo code MURDER at checkout.
Unavailable in North Carolina.
Sorry, guys. SmileDirectClub.com, promo code MURDER. Get your at-home impression kit.
And get your mouth in gear. Yeah, girl.
Did you just make that up?
I just made it up.
Dude.
Hello.
You owe us for that, Smile Direct Club. Bye. Karen,
Yes.
I know that I like good wine.
That's something you know about yourself?
I know two things. I like good wine, and I can't even spell sommelier.
Those are two great things to know about yourself. You know your limits and you know your distances.
Okay. It's time to take...
Today's the day the bullshit breaks down.
We don't even try to make sense anymore. It's time to take the stress out of wine shopping, Karen. Try Wink, the new way to get all the best wines perfectly matched to your palate.
So Wink is spelled W-I-N-C, and it works directly with winemakers and growers from all over the world to create delicious wine and to deliver it right to your door.
Wink's 100% satisfaction guarantee means if you don't like a bottle they send you, they'll replace it with a bottle you'll love with no questions asked.
If you sign up for Wink right now, you can gain immediate insider access to the best fine wine from all over the world and find out for yourself why yours truly, not me, Georgia Truly, and thousands of other satisfied wine lovers are raving about Wink.
And you can also rate all the wine you receive from Wink so they learn about you with every order and constantly personalize the wine they send. And
That's very high end.
Right? And you
Yes.
won't just get sent random bottles. It's personalized wine membership, and it recommends wine specifically for myself based on results of my palate profile quiz.
So if you're like, I don't like acidic,
Right.
I don't like earthy,
I don't like undertones of apple
or
whatever the
wet
fuck.
stone, please don't send me that. And they're like, got it.
I don't want anything that tastes haunted.
I don't want anything carbonated. Haunted.
We crack
Shit.
each other up. The best part is Wink is offering our listeners $20 off right now when you go try Wink. That's W-I-N-C, trywink.com/murder, and they'll even cover shipping.
Think about it. You get fine wine, personalized to your palate, delivered right to your door.
Try Wink and get $20 off plus complimentary shipping right now when you go to trywinc.com/murder. Trywink.com/murder.
Bye.
Haunted. Karen.
Yes?
Oh. Karen.
Yeah.
We all want to eat better, yes. But when it comes to snacks, Karen.
Yes.
Sometimes it feels like the whole world is delicious and 1 billion calories versus boring and tasteless.
You know what?
What?
That exact choice, what would you call that? A dichotomy, so a binary situation. That's my whole life.
That's life.
That's life. Is it, am I on a diet bored out of my mind? Or am I eating like an abandoned 8-year-old at a birthday party?
Karen, it doesn't have to be that way.
Really?
You can up your snack game with Nature Box.
Ooh, wait, now I lost my spot. Nature Box has over 100 snacks. They taste good and they're actually better for you. Better than bad.
Right.
All snacks are made from high quality, simple ingredients, no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, so you can actually feel good about what you're eating.
Some of our favorites, are you ready to listen to them? And they're in my cupboard right now. Cheddar and Hatch chili crackers. Karen, pick one.
You just said that like you've never spoken English before, and we're supposed to believe it's your favorite.
Have I? Okay.
Well, I feel like we always mention the Asiago and cheddar and cheese crisps because it's fun to say.
Yeah.
But more fun than that are the dark cocoa nom noms.
How about they have a bunch of different kinds of jerky, which is awesome.
Yeah.
County, Archer, Cayenne, beef bar with pork. County, Archer, crushed red pepper, beef jerky. Beef jerky is really good for you. It's good protein hit,
It's
guys.
good protein. It'll hold you over. But let me throw this your way. White cheddar caramel popcorn. Now, maybe on the surface, people are like, "What are you talking about?" Have you ever had caramel corn mixed with cheddar popcorn?
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's the most incredible
It's
thing
how they
that's
do it in Chicago.
ever happened in my
They
life.
love it.
Spicy pub mix nuts. They have a ton of different nuts. You know that when you go to the pub and they give you the little bowl of nuts? And you're like,
yeah.
I want to eat those because they look good, but I know everyone's dirty hands have been in
It's
there.
all fingertips in there.
You get your own.
It's cashews and fingertip oil and rosemary. That's how you make those nuts.
And urine. I shouldn't say that.
That seems wrong.
Anyways, also get crunchy barbecue twist. Okay, so
So here's the thing. Right now, you can save. NatureBox is offering my favorite murder fans 3 free snacks with your first order when you go to naturebox.com/murder.
That's naturebox.com/murder for 3 free snacks with your first order.
naturebox.com/murder.
Bye. Support for today's show comes from HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes conquering the kitchen a reality with deliciously simple recipes and fresh, pre-measured ingredients delivered to your door. All meals come together in 30 minutes max, call for less than 2 pots and pans, and require minimal cleanup. Plus, with 3 plans to choose from, including classic, veggie, and family, there's something for everyone. So get out of that recipe rut and start cooking outside your comfort zone. This week, I'm making the hot honey chicken with barbecue roasted potatoes and buttery broccoli, and the melty Monterey Jack burgers with onion jam, garlic mayo, and crispy breaded zucchini, and I'm super excited about it. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/murder80 and enter the code murder80. That's HelloFresh.com/murder80. Enter code murder80 for $20 off your first 4 boxes. Goodbye.
My school janitor and the time my dad was part of a manhunt.
All right.
It's on.
Let's do it.
Hi, George and Karen. This is a pretty crazy story coming from a place that usually encounters no violent crimes. My best friend from my hometown got me hooked on the podcast and may have already wrote in about this, but hopefully it gets read. That's hilarious. They're in like a race to tell the story.
Right. Shh, this person's winning.
Well, Cassidy won. Okay. We grew up in a really small, like less than 500 people, small town in northern Maine called St. Francis.
Ooh, I bet it's so pretty.
I bet it smells like the salty sea air.
Oh, and lobster.
And like men with really unruly beards.
And BO.
Okay.
Set the scene.
Really smell the scene. It's a town where legit everyone knows everyone, and you would never expect anyone from town being capable of such a horrific crime. In the early summer of 2014, a man named Jesse Marquez or Marquis. I think it's Marquis. Jesse Marquis had just been dumped by his girlfriend. The story is that he was pretty drunk, and this happened late at night. He went into the room of his girlfriend, Amy Thoreau, and both shot and stabbed her 11 times. Talk about fucking overkill. It says in this email. Not only did he murder her in her own bedroom, there were other people in the house. Fuck. They promptly called the police as Marquis left with the gun. There are a lot of woods near us. Yes, I would imagine that. And it's on the border of Canada, so law enforcement was concerned he would jump the very unenforced border. It's just a border. It's just a line of maple syrup that's going across. Sorry. They promptly called the police. Oh, sorry. There were a lot of said that already. My dad is a game warden and was a member of the search, which lasted for 6 days before finding him in the woods. He was found guilty by a jury and sentenced 25 years to life. Amy had 2 young children who will now not get to share their lives with their mother. This murder did spark a huge anti-domestic violence movement in town and surrounding areas. That's amazing. The most fucked up part. Oh, good. The most fucked up part about this murder is that Marquis used to work as a bus driver and janitor at my tiny school, and all the students loved him. And he seemed like such a cool guy. He had such an impact on my 8th grade class that in 2008, when we graduated 8th grade, we fucking dedicated our yearbook to him.
No.
Little did we know that 6 years later he'd snap, and now we have a creepy yearbook dedication to a murderer. Anyway, that's my hometown murder. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay sexy. Don't get murdered, Cassidy.
Oh my God.
I mean,
the yearbook thing is crazy.
Well, then you just want to know what happened in that 6 years or like in that decade or what.
Or that night.
The behind the scenes. Yes, exactly. Was it all one night?
Yeah, that he just snapped.
Or was it like a slow erosion?
Yeah. Oh, that's hawks.
I'm telling you, murders in Maine. I'm 100% here for murders in Maine.
That must be a show on Oxygen or something.
I'm pitching it. This is my way of telling you I'm pitching it to Oxygen.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm doing murders in Maryland.
Oh, fuck. I guess murders in Mississippi is.
What about? Yeah, okay. All right. This one's called Vicarious Encounters with Infamous Men.
Okay.
Hey, MFM crew. All right.
What up?
I've been a fan from the very beginning. Earlier this week, I was having a couple beers with my dad. We have a strange relationship. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We have a strange relationship since he spent 17 years in prison in New York State for killing my mom when I was 3.5.
Whoa, wow.
When I read that, I was like, great job, Stephen.
Wow.
Great job picking this one.
Fuck.
I know.
Okay.
She says, I know. How can I still see or talk to him, right? I'll just say it's complicated.
Not right.
Shit.
We don't, I mean, yeah. It's your father.
Yeah, I get it.
There's lots of things.
And understandable that alcohol's involved when you guys hang out. My mom didn't even kill anyone, and I have to fucking drink around her when I'm with her.
Look, I mean, you only have 2 parents. I mean,
the enormity of that.
yes, it's just like,
No one will ever understand that unless they've gone through it.
yeah. And who knows what the dad said? I mean, who knows? Anyway.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, she says anyway, I'm not saying it to you. Anyway, Karen.
Anyway,
For the first time this week, I really got some details about what prison was like. He apparently only ever spent a month in, quote, the box or solitary confinement because he refused to snitch on a guy who started a fight with him. He said having a reputation as a snitch stays with you the whole time you're inside. The only thing worse is being a convicted child molester. Whoa. He was in Attica for a while, and he said that he used to play pinochle with David Berkowitz. The guy who was son of Sam.
I mean, I hope this isn't a lie, but if it is, it's great writing.
It doesn't seem
Pinochle
like...
is the funniest card game that you could name.
And you're playing it with son of Sam.
With son of Sam.
Fuck.
Just great contrast.
I love it. Okay. While he was there, he and a guard would make each other laugh by walking by Mark David Chapman's cell and singing John Lennon songs.
No.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Fuck.
All in all, a pretty fucked up situation, but it has occasionally yielded some interesting stories. I love you both, and I hope that next time you're in Philadelphia, we can hang out and be BFF. I'll make you cookies. In the meantime, stay sexy and don't get murdered. I'll do the same. Smooches to you and Steven and the animal crew. XOXO Steph.
That's fascinating.
Fuck, what an interesting person. Her.
All of it.
Yeah.
Also, just that the experience of a person, you know how like the Inside Prison Experiment, all those shows, it's also, because I'm sure it's hellish and terrible, like the night of or whatever. It's all just like this huge panic, but like kind of anecdotal stories about being inside prison is a very fascinating way to get that information.
Because you'd imagine the like day-to-day stuff is like, it's pretty boring.
Right.
It becomes like, you're 12 years into a life sentence and you're like, this is what I do now. And there's been a couple fights, but I've had to go and there's this and that, but there's probably not much going on.
Until someone jumps you in the laundry room.
Yeah, with a shank. Is that what they use?
Maybe they shank you. Maybe they garrote you.
Maybe you learn to make prison wine.
Maybe you are able to order through the guy that gets stuff like a catalog.
Yeah.
You can get yourself some
top
mushrooms.
Ramen. Oh.
Some mushrooms for your top ramen.
Can you imagine doing drugs and mushrooms in a fucking prison? I think you'd go out of your goddamn mind.
But I think it's just to pass the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms would be bad though, because you'd be like, I keep seeing skulls everywhere.
Like, yeah.
Okay. My grandma provided a getaway for the acid lady.
All right.
Okay. Hi, Karen, Georgia, Stephen, and various pets. My grandma is completely obsessed with true crime. Yes. Oh my God, that's the best. One of the things she and I always do together is watch reruns of Forensic Files and Dateline. One night, while watching an episode of Dateline on Larissa Schuster, aka the Acid Lady, my grandma casually mentions that she was involved in this.
What?
Being the weirdo that I am, I needed details. You're not a weirdo,
not
friend.
Weird. You'd be weird if you didn't fucking say, what the fuck are you talking about, Grandma?
Yeah, the weirdo is the person that goes, would you like some more tea? And like gets up and walks away. That's the weirdo. Okay, if you're not from Fresno, then you may not know about her, but Larissa Schuster was this woman who in 2003 murdered her husband. She and her lab partner incapacitated her husband, Tim, using chloroform and a stun gun.
I bet they were boning, right?
Well, right, probably. And then put his body in a 55-gallon barrel full of hydrochloric acid and left it to dissolve in a storage unit. Seriously, look up this case because it's whack.
Whoa.
Oh, whack in all caps. My grandma at the time was a travel agent and booked Larissa and her son on a trip to Disney World and then Missouri, which ended up being her getaway after the murder. It was in the Missouri airport that Larissa was arrested. The biggest thing my grandma talks about is how, is how annoyed she was about having to drive to LA for the trial to testify, which is a classic grandma move.
Oh my God.
Basically, both Larissa and her lab partner were sentenced to life in prison, and my grandma is a badass. SSDGM, Hannah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's so cool.
The older women who have been murderinos since the 30s is my jam.
Yeah.
I want to hear about all of those.
That is so weird. You don't think about that. You think about it being such a what's it called? Like new thing.
Right.
Modern thing, being into murder, but it's not.
No.
True crime, yeah.
Because all those pictures, you think of all those like courtroom pictures, half the people in that room do not need to be there. They're purely there just to watch proceedings take place. Because remember when we were on tour and there was that woman that was telling us she was at a really famous court. I can't remember if it was Ted Bundy or if it was
she was older and
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
And she was like telling us all about going there and waiting beforehand and sitting in the courtroom.
That's so crazy.
I love because back then it wasn't on TV.
Yeah,
you had to go to the courtroom to like get yours.
Wow,
amazing,
so cool. Send us your grandma's stories, you guys, please.
Or if they just have kind of good stories,
any story. Yeah, it doesn't have to be murder.
We like all this.
So yeah, send your stories to My Favorite Murder Gmail. Don't put links in there.
Yeah, we don't care about links.
No.
We won't click your link to your weird credit card.
What?
Just say like if it's spam. Links look like spam to me.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. And we're going to go back to normal next week with a regular, life.
Yeah, but it's good that we broke up the pace, the pattern.
Yeah.
We mess with people's minds.
Keeping you on your toes.
It's a whole new world.
Well, there you go. That's what it is.
Stay sexy.
Don't get murdered.
Bye.
Oh, Elvis, want a cookie?
Oh, yeah.
Good boy. Want a cookie?